Welcome to BronyTrioRadio. Just kidding.
Hello, every pony. My name's Benjamin Brony.
I'm Captain Warsarcy.
And Kent Sullivan, aka Iron Corruptor X.
And this is BronyTrioRadio. Alright. This is going to be posted a little late after Everfree because obviously we can't just post it on Everfree or else we'd be missing some of it by editing and all the other stuff. But
also we suck at scheduling.
We suck at scheduling. Yes, we do. We are in Everfree Northwest in this little area. And it's been pretty fun. Before we actually get to the episode, does anybody have any stuff they want to talk about for Everfree?
Lots of magical stuff. Lots and lots of magical stuff.
Yes. It was quite wonderful, actually. I think I enjoyed this one more than last year, to be honest. This year, just my opinion is like I enjoyed it than last year.
This year was really, really great. I staffed this year, and I staffed the staff room where they rest and stuff, and it's really fun. I got to meet some special guests and stuff.
Occasional VIPs.
Occasional VIPs. It was really, really fun, and yeah, I got some free stuff. It was awesome. Do you have any story?
I think I'll add it at the end of the limo thing.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so Warsarcy, how do you like Everfree?
I liked it a lot, actually. I ended up filling up my 16 gigabyte camo with about 95 minutes of footage plus some other stuff.
Wow.
I met Cal Payne of EQD.
Hey.
Which you'll see that in my video. And I met a lot of other nice people too.
An adoring fan that we had lunch with earlier today.
Yes, I finally encountered an Equestria daily commenter like I'd been starting out to do.
Really, who was it?
Itchy. That was her name, Itchy.
She's very itchy.
Hey, don't make fun of people's names. I'll start making fun of your name.
How can you make fun of Benjamin Brony?
Because it's completely unoriginal.
You're right.
It has a zero. Oh.
How is that original? Alright, cool. So this episode was kind of like a Christmas Carol type knockoff type one. Starlight Glimmer was Scrooge, basically. I'm very kind of say that it's not the most original plot, but they did kind of really good with it. Twilight was extremely adorable with like some parts of it.
I think the episode was a little too short just because it was a flashback episode. Can't remember, was this the first time they did a flashback episode? It seemed a little short because it was a flashback kind of esh episode. No, she was reading Starlight story. Starlight promises boldly when I said, I don't celebrate, and Twilight's like, okay, let's have a flashback sequence. Story time with Twilight time.
I think it was a pretty nice episode. I mean, I liked the music. There was some pretty interesting stuff that happened in the episode.
Like Derpy
sitting
Derpy on the tree.
Derpy expressing her love for trees.
Yeah. Take that, tree hugger. What would you call that tree?
Tree thugger?
Didn't want to say.
This episode actually beat Pinkie Pride's song record. 6 songs in one episode, and Pinkie Pride had only 5.
Wow, there were 6 songs this
You didn't
episode?
keep track?
I did not keep track.
I was like,
It's kind of brief because we like all woke up and we're like, yeah,
episode.
We watched it right here. Actually, we're sitting in the same room where we watched on a projector screen.
Yeah.
But you'll also see in my video.
Yeah, we might be posting a little bit of con footage as a little side thing in this episode. We don't really know.
Con! You're cringing already.
Like, our guest is already cringing and he's not even on yet.
He's like, these guys.
I always thought that would be a good name for a Star Trek convention.
Con.
You don't even need something before the word con. It's just con. Yeah.
Just con exclamation point. When you're not introduced.
Con!
Yeah.
Coming to you live from Manhattan. It's an event that's swiping the nation. Get your tickets now. It's con. Nothing you ever seen is so badass. It's con.
Satisfaction movie, no refunds. Double supervision, no cashback movie, only pay at the door. We are not liable for any limb injury or any death caused by delivery gas.
I liked it. I think I like Hearthworm even better, only because of limestone.
I thought what was it called? The way that they said the episode in the synopsis, I think they call it, it's like, they said Starlight is having trouble with the holiday season, and it's like, no, that's Scrooge, like, Starlight playing as Scrooge. Then, why? That's not Starlight. She can easily get into the holiday spirit-ish.
Get into the holiday spirit. She enslaved an entire village.
That's great.
Enslave everyone to celebrate it.
Celebrate, dang it! Yeah, I think
we're hand gesturing towards War Sarcy to comment.
we're gonna.
I have nothing else to say. Let's continue on.
Input finger. Okay.
No context.
All right. So we are going to introduce our guest.
Hi. My name is Simmel, or Cole is my actual name, but people call me either of the two interchangeably, really. And I'm Everfree staff, actually. I did street team before the con, and at con I've been hosting a good deal of panels. So
Nice.
yeah.
How was your Everfree Northwest experience?
It was pretty normal as far as con experience.
It's so boring.
No, more so that it's just I'm always very busy, and that's not a bad thing. That's kind of how I like it, but it is rather tiring. So
yeah.
At the end of the weekend, it always is kind of like, you know.
Just gotta get it done and over with.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely.
You still have time to look fabulous through hair.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You always got time for the hair.
I've always got time for that.
What did you think of the episode?
It was good. I actually saw it yesterday on Saturday in a room party on the top floor, and
Even I know about this.
it was actually, who was it? It was some people from PonyCon New York, I think. That were throwing
Oh,
it.
sweet.
But it was a good episode. I was not expecting a Christmas episode in.
Yeah, that's really weird.
It seems like in the first season when they started first and second season when they were introducing sort of more like the pony equivalents of holidays.
Yeah.
They sort of matched. They sort of aired near when those actual real world holiday equivalents were.
Now they're just throwing them anywhere.
Yeah, Hearth warming was near Christmas, if I recall. Nightmare Nights, that early episode in season 2, that was right around when Halloween.
I think they did like
They
a.
got mixed up.
Wasn't the second Halloween episode
It was
also
around
near Halloween?
Christmas. It was around Christmas. I think.
Was it?
I think they got mixed up.
Yeah, I don't know when they started, when they stopped caring about when that was.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's necessarily that they don't care. I think it's just they have a story to tell and they want to fit it in when they can.
Yeah. The Halloween one got aired like a day or two early.
Oh yeah, that was
iTunes.
What was that one? Something Fluttershy? It was like an
Scaremaster.
Scaremaster, that's what it was. That one was great.
yeah.
I love that one got like posted like a week early or like a month early. That was so great.
A big mess up on their part, but hey.
You said earlier it like broke a record for songs in this new episode.
Yeah, it had 6 songs in this episode.
And what did you say it beat out?
Pinky Pride, remember? You know, when she sang.
Sandwich.
Oh, that one. Oh, I suppose that was a lot of songs. I don't know why, but for some reason, when I think of songs with a ton of episodes, it's always the season 3 finale that comes to mind first.
That one,
where it was maybe 2 minutes of non-singing dialogue.
there was a lot of singing in that, but they were like longer songs. This one kind of had like more songs, but they
Or
were more
ditties.
brief. Little ditty type things, because it was like kind of like a musical type thing, I guess.
It makes me think that the movie is going to have to top this off. They're going to have 20 songs.
I forget they're making a movie.
The movie's gonna be one big musical. Just watch that.
That reminds me the
Oh my God.
the new Equestria Girls that's in development is going to be called Legend of Everfree.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yes, good. Representing.
Oh, it's Everfree. I just got that.
Yeah,
I was like, wait a minute.
So, okay, this is one thing I usually ask. What did you not like about the episode?
I don't know if there's a whole lot I could say I didn't like. There are certain episodes where I'm not as enthralled or as interested in what's going on. I think my least favorite episode in the whole show is I forget the title, but it's the season 1 episode where it's Applejack and Rarity having a sleepover at Twilight.
That's
Look before
not party.
Look Before You Sleep. Yeah.
You don't like that one?
I didn't, because it just seemed very dry to me. Like
The whole setup.
It seemed boring. I don't know.
I like that.
You know, that's my opinion.
I
But
experienced that same
Your
thing.
opinion is right.
I recreated that episode. No kidding.
really,
Yeah, it was with a person I did not like, but I tried to get along with them.
Oh, wow.
So it's kind of I had a list and everything. I checked off like have fun, check. We did makeovers.
well, it's
That whole nail polish.
It reminded Twilight's overzealousness on like keeping everything very scheduled and looking up how do parties go? How do I even throw a party? I got to read a book to find out. It reminded me of that SpongeBob episode where SpongeBob was throwing a party and he had a very strict, regimented list. Like,
All right, everyone, get onto the couch. We're gonna read some comics. All right, in the first panel, we've got looks like he's holding a rake, and he's
in it, and everyone's just like, what is even
What is this?
going on right
They
now?
read
That's
Marmaduke.
not a stumble party.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. One of the other things I like ask, what changes, if you could do changes to this episode, what would you want to change about it?
Well, it took me a while. I mean, it didn't take me a huge amount of time, but partway into the episode, I'm like, oh, this is definitely the Christmas Carol that they're doing. Like, straight up, that's totally what it is. And I don't know if I was totally 100% with their choices on what character in the real canon represented the characters in the story. The spirits were all pretty good, though. Applejack made sense.
Pinky was a great
Pinky makes sense. Presence.
Yeah.
The spirit of presence.
I didn't know.
Yeah, like, that makes sense.
The one with Luna was pretty cool. It's kind of expected. I thought it was a core.
Yeah, so I might rearrange some of those roles a bit, but they did an alright job with that anyway.
Who are you put in Applejack's place?
Well, Applejack I was okay with. I think...
It was Luna. I thought they did pretty well with Luna being the god of death or whatever.
Yeah, they could have had Big Mac. The song would have been
Oh,
Yep.
man.
And the flashback would have ended.
You're dead.
Well, no, I think what was interesting about Luna being in that role is here's a character who's gone through her own redemption arc, kind of.
Pretty much like twice.
She's had to deal with her own past, like, transgressions and had to make it up to every pony, that kind of thing. Speaking to a character that's just recently been introduced in the show who's going through the same thing.
Yeah,
So that's kind of...
that's a good point, actually.
Yeah.
I like that interaction. We have two villains.
Yeah, two reformed villains having a heart-to-heart.
Nice to meet you.
I thought that was kind of a neat idea they threw in there.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. This is
Backroom ponies that I saw. There were
That's pony vinyl.
yes, there was Vinyl Octavia together and Lyra and Von together. That was really cool.
you guys probably didn't see the movie, but this kind of reminded me of you probably know it was reminded me of Christmas with the Cranks.
Oh,
That's kind of like we're not going to celebrate Christmas. All right, and all the people in the town got
Speaking
angry.
of-
I kind of remember that scene.
I don't know.
Is this something suggestive?
Wait, Flutter. Wait, what was her name? Fluttershy. It was Flutter Holly or something.
I do not remember.
I forgot.
Flurry, Flutter.
I forgot what her name was. Oh man, I wish we would remember what their names were. Like they made like kind of puns on their names.
I went to the LGBT thing.
What?
Gay trans thing, and they didn't cancel it, by the way. And they're talking about ships, female ships up there. So that was pretty interesting.
So they uncanceled it?
They didn't. I went to there. It was pretty cool. Pretty emotional, actually, because people were talking about kind of like in the Dear Princess thing.
Have you seen that panel? The Dear Princess panel?
I've seen it I peeked in for a little bit. I actually I was running another event at the same time, so I didn't get to see the whole thing. But I've seen it in years past.
Dude,
It gets emotional. Yeah.
As a crying like a little.
what?
That term I always. I want to curse with him in there.
What,
Yeah,
is this a PG
correct.
episode now? I guess.
Only on Nick Jr.
This is not Nick Jr. Radio. Oh god. I like the setting though. The town of it.
Yeah, that was neat.
I like that. It was like I'm trying to think of what era that would be in.
Victorian kind of.
Victorian type thing. I like that. That was really cool. Featherweight is what's his name?
Oh man, what
the
is
kid
it?
that like dies because he's like has a broken hip or something.
What is that character's name?
Yeah, little Tim. Little Bobby.
What is the full name?
Tiny Tim?
Tiny Tim.
That was his name.
Tiny Tim. Right.
Was it Pipsqueak or?
It was Featherweight.
It was Featherweight. Pipsqueak
I get them
was somewhere
both
else, I think.
They both kind of blend into my mind sometimes.
They're the same sort of character.
Same like stature.
Scrawny kind of. Yeah.
He was just tap dancing with him. That was really cool.
Yeah. Featherweight works for tap dancing because his body's kind of wiry. You can like see it all. Very intricate movements going around.
That was great.
Although Pipsqueak would have worked with the British accent, so.
I'm surprised they didn't have Tender Taps. The episode On Your Marks where the Apple Bloom.
Yeah, that one.
Dancer.
That character.
Why didn't they put him as the top?
They immediately forgot. They're like, oh, we forgot.
We forgot about him.
People were wondering if that was going to be a ship, like Apple Bloom.
It is a ship. Have you been on Derby?
I don't ship anything. I'm one of those people that only cares about like strongly canon ships.
Yeah,
like,
that's a kind of what I like.
There are like isn't that many canon ships.
I know, but that's what I mean.
Like hinted at, but
there's
like Cadence and Shining Armor. Cool, I'm all over it.
Big Mac and Shirley.
That's somewhat canon. Sure, I'm fine with that one.
There's that, but if you think of it, in the Equestria Girls world, Big Mac goes to school, but Shirley's a teacher.
Yeah.
So if there would be a ship in that world, that'd be kind of weird when you.
Yeah, that would cause. Well, that was what was kind of strange in not the show but the comic. There was
the mini.
It was like a few years back. The MLP comic did an issue where it was the Equestria Girls universe. I think they're still doing more, but the first one had Babseed, but Babseed was the same age as like the main six as opposed to the same age as the CMCs.
Wait.
And I thought that was weird. Yeah, if you go look at it.
Makes no sense.
But her character design, her humanized character design was really cool, the way they did it.
Everfree Northwest's mascot team design were really cool too.
Yeah, everyone seemed really happy with Marina this year.
Marina
she seemed really popular.
Is it Marina or Marina?
Marina.
Yeah, everyone kept saying Marine, so it got etched in my Marina was.
Someone asked me if it was Marina or Marina.
Marina?
No, it's the one that's a real word already.
It's not the brave girl.
Yeah, Merida. Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Is there anything else that anybody wants to add about the episode that they thought was good, bad, blech, could change, anything?
I enjoy songs.
Yeah, I enjoy songs.
I kind of don't like it when they stretch out the whole episode as a song, but I liked it. It's just
I was a fan of these particular songs in this episode, though.
The songs were good, though. Don't get me wrong.
Like they're getting really well with their orchestra, like the orchestra stuff. It's like I was like, wow, they're really good with this stuff,
and really gave Ashley Ball another opportunity to shine with her vocals on there.
Yeah, really.
Most people know she has a band.
She does.
Yeah, you didn't know.
She's in a black metal band.
I might have heard her say that.
It's an indie band based in Vancouver. They're called Hey Ocean. Definitely check. Yeah,
you didn't know that? I mean, I might have heard her say that like maybe it was like 2014 at Everfree, but she might have not even been there that year. I don't know.
Right. It's actually part of why she's one of the more difficult of the main six to get. She's often always busy with her band. And
which voice actor was it? Was it Pinkie Pie or the Rainbow Dash girl?
Ashley Ball.
That's Pinkie Pie?
That's Rainbow Dash and Applejack.
Okay, I was gonna be like, wait, we don't have her here. No,
we don't. We only had Andrea for the main six this time.
Okay. Yeah.
Still awesome.
Yeah, but no, the songs in this episode I really enjoyed in particular because I think a lot of I don't know if it's necessarily recent or just sporadically there are episodes where there's a ton of singing but the songs don't really stick out to me. It's more like they're not as melodic. It's more like we are singing what we're doing. We're acting out on the screen.
I can't remember absolutely any words from any of the songs.
Exactly.
It's like, it's a song to pass the time.
They're not melodic, they're not catchy, but the ones in this episode, like those, I could totally see myself memorizing those. Because, back when I first joined the fandom, it's like, I'm going to memorize every song.
And when you kind of did, when you first got in the band, when you first watched
and then it dwindles.
Smile Song, I'm going to wrap up. Those are all those songs.
Everyone, if you don't know those, it's like, how are you in
That's kind of what happens in like season 1 and 2. I don't know if you'd say 3, maybe. But like after that, it's just, you stop memorizing songs.
Well, I mean, if you brought up, I forgot how it starts. We traveled the road.
Apples to the Core.
Apples to the Core. That's what I could know that was too. That's from season 3.
Yeah, no, that's one of my favorite season 3 songs.
Yeah.
Was that season 3?
Yeah, it was season 3.
That already is weird because season 3 even already feels long ago.
Dude, that was 3 seasons ago.
So much time passed though.
Yeah.
Went by.
I remember when that was brand new and like a big deal.
Dude,
what's
it called? The season 3 premiere was the first actual Pony episode I saw air, like when I wanted to watch it on the TV and stuff, and just be like, I'm ready for this Saturday. That was the first episode I ever watched. It was great.
Well, I think one of the defining episodes in terms of like how I experienced the show in the context of the fandom was the season 2 finale, the Royal Wedding, because it was right after that came out that Everfree Year 1 happened, and that was the first PonyCon I'd been to. So that was kind of, I didn't really go to a huge amount of meetups before then, and it was that episode. Went to like 1 or 2 like staff meetings with like a barbecue up on the roof of the Jigsaw Renaissance. That was so fun.
That sounds awesome.
But it was that episode came out, and then that summer was Everfree Year 1, where I met like a ton of people that like now are like friends for life.
That's
awesome.
Yeah, so it's that episode, or like that season anyway,
holds a place in your heart.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, really.
Also,
wait, there's one thing.
I'm wearing my tie.
That tie, man.
Do you know the magnitude of this tie?
It looks very 50s.
He wears this tie like every time we do the podcast. He doesn't skip up.
You can't underestimate the magnitude of the tie. The tie, you don't wear the tie wears you.
I see.
I was gonna say something about the song. The 2017 movie actually is going to be a real orchestra and not like on computer. They're actually gonna have like that for the MLP movie is gonna be totally like
that sounds
–
amplified.
John Williams and London Symphony Orchestra.
Wait, is that true? You know that? Or?
No. It's
that'd be amazing.
Star Wars.
Oh, I don't pay attention to that stuff.
Everyone would be freaking out if that were true. Can you imagine?
That would be epic.
Oh, wait, you're talking about the guy that does the song for Star Wars?
Yes.
Dude, that'd be awesome.
The music?
That would be so cool. I don't know who the hell it is, though.
Anyways, I want to say one more thing about this episode, and that was that Spike burning Starlight glimmer.
Says the pony who tried to make every pony the same by replacing their cutie marks with equal signs.
I think what Spike is trying to say is that every pony has their reasons for doing things.
Says the pony who tried to make every pony explode twice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's like Spike, don't bring up old stuff.
And Twilight just lifts her wing like.
Did you slap him upside the head? Because if I was her, I would just be like. Don't talk about that stuff.
It is. I am starting to see now why people are starting to call Twilight Glimmer part of the main 7.
She's in every episode.
Pretty much, like she's in so many episodes now. She'll have multiple episodes dedicated to her. And when you think about it, her being a unicorn resets the balance, because before Twilight became an alicorn, the main 6 was 2 Earth ponies, 2 unicorns, 2 Pegasi, and then she was an alicorn, so it threw that off. But now we have they all have similar names. Yeah, that's the thing. They're all Twilight Sparkle.
They're all sparkly-esque
names, the same format. The new one, her.
The purple.
Starlight Glimmer, yeah, her.
Commie horse.
She's a unicorn, so she resets that ratio. It's now 2-2-2 again, and then one out. Yeah.
And then they're gonna kick Twilight off the show.
That's actually, I mean, I'm kind of actually now rooting for her to actually kind of become a main 7th, because she's growing on me.
I want to see more. It's just like I was talking about. She acts like she has mental problems.
You know,
I kind of like that.
I don't know why, but I can actually imagine them like just making Twilight like less of a main character or something.
I do not want that to happen.
I'm just saying I can imagine it happening.
What does this represent?
She's like the central character. If there's any one character that is the most central to the story, it's Twilight.
She was the first one you ever see when like it actually starts. Like with the real pony, she was there right there in the tree with the book.
Well, and I think it's part of why when you look at surveys and stuff and you see like, who's your favorite pony? Okay.
I think Twilight was like,
what pony do you most relate to? That question, it's always Twilight.
Well, I remember like
there was a Brony study and they said Twilight was like a lot of people's favorites.
Well, I remember when the hub was around, they did like a survey and Fluttershy won.
Well, people say they're most like Twilight just because she's the most well-rounded character. All the other main 6 are kind of represent these archetypal...
One unique personality.
Yeah, here's one very, very, very inflated personality trait. Twilight has that, with the book smarts and that kind of thing, but to a lesser extent. She's kind of the more reasonable internal voice that you're hearing throughout the series, so I can understand why more people would relate to her.
I relate to her with my kind of OCT type stuff, like her. That's why I kind of like her.
Yeah.
Man, that was one thing I was gonna say. Next week I think next episode, unless there's a pause, I don't know, is Flutter Brother. The episode about Fluttershy's brother. I think that's next episode.
Has that been really Fluttershy having a brother?
Dude, do you not know?
I didn't. I stopped reading EQD a while ago.
They just added the brother. Like, hey, she has a brother now.
Yeah,
it's like they just
like shining armor.
They didn't just randomly add characters say, look, they've been here all along.
They do a shining armor again. The plot of the episode is literally her trying to get her brother to move out of her parents' house. So we're gonna get to see her parents too.
This synopsis has been published. Like we know this is.
Yeah, it was on.
Wow. No, I hadn't heard about that. That'll be exciting.
Dude, I was hoping that
really out of the blue.
I was really hoping that this was the what's it called? This week's episode was that, but it's not.
That would have been great. Well, because I remember how out of nowhere even Twilight having a brother was. Like we found out ahead of time through synopses the same way, but still it was, this character has never once been mentioned in the entire series, and then suddenly, oh yeah, I have a brother.
Merchandising.
You have a brother? How come you never told us?
And dude, that's going to be the same for Fluttershy. I'm really wondering. I really want to see what his
is. He going to be like Fluttershy? Is he going to be shy, or is he going to be like total polar opposite?
I have a feeling they're going to put a modern twist on it, and it's going to be like,
dude, so many
representation of like a typical gamer living with their parents.
Oh yeah, that's what they're going to do. It'll be Fluttershy's shyness to the extreme. So
many people are going to be able to resonate with it because they're still living with their parents and stuff, and be like, oh, that's my dad.
So this is my brother. He's just shut in. Welcome to Hoarders MLP edition.
It looks like Starburst. It's the recolor of Starburst.
She's trying to get him out of her house, their house. I mean, I wonder how that's going to work out. That's going to be weird.
That'll be fun. Fluttershy is from Cloudsdale. Yeah, she is.
Oh, so that means they're going to be from Cloudsdale.
Because it was like the first time she'd ever been on the ground was when she fell, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't that implied? Yeah.
I don't know why, but
she's like, whoa, ground. There's like animals and stuff here. This is
what is this
my
stuff?
New gig. Okay. This stuff is less fluffy than the
This stuff doesn't taste.
I'm sorry, but how? I don't understand how you can not have been to the ground.
Well, I mean, Pegasi.
Living in Cloudsdale, your whole life.
It must be a very well-run city then. They've got all their public utilities set up. You don't need to go out of town for any reason.
Factory that generates rainbow.
Well, I mean, it's a whole city, so they're gonna have food and all their different things. They really have no reason to go down there.
And Cloudsdale is usually represented as being sort of north of Ponyville and west of Canterlot, and maybe a little bit behind the mountain of Canterlot too.
It kind of circulates around.
That's the thing. I feel like it's like Laputa. It's like moving around or something.
Well, it's a cloud, like a giant ass cloud.
I wonder if someone's piloting it. That'd be cool. It's like a giant,
dude. That'd be
Zeppelin.
so cool. Like some manly man with like a butt.
Massive propellers, like steampunk propellers in the back
that'd
of
be
it.
cool.
Like,
And like he has like this dusty cat mustache. He just like,
yeah.
it's my job.
It's gonna be the episode. The main 6 hijack it.
But this
It gets.
oh god. Well, Steel's hijacked.
That's exciting. Is that going to be next week, or is there going to be a break?
I don't really know yet.
I could have swore I heard that they were doing another mini hiatus.
That sucks.
Yeah, I think they are.
The case. They are? We'll see. If that's the case, we're going to be doing a second edition, hiatus edition of Brony Trio Radio. But
Just hear the payday music right now.
all right, so we hit the 31 second mark. Okay,
We
so
broke our record.
you want to wrap this up?
Yeah. One thing I'd like to see is how come when there's a villain episode, how come Discord isn't there? I want Starlight and Discord to interact. I want to see how they would interact. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Wonder if Discord's gonna be in that Flutter Brother episode.
I don't know, but there's going to be a Discord episode, and I don't think there's any synopsis for it, but I forgot what it's called.
Synopsis, Discord episode.
It's just Discord.
Complete chaos. It's gonna be LSD. Shrimp.
Thanks you for tuning in to Brony Trio Radio, of this edition at Everfree Northwest, with Benjamin Brony,
Captain War Sarcy,
And Kent Sullivan, aka Corruptor X.
and our guest.
Simmel. Good to be here.
Thanks. Tuning in, everybody. Bye.
Take care, y'all. Thanks for listening.
Panels? Check. Cosplay? Check. Fool's Room? Charity auction? Make new friends? Vendor hall? Pony stop? Check, check, double check, check, and check.